Today I'm going to do a very brief little walk through Woodlawn Park, which is a place that's very special to me. And I'm choosing to do it today because tomorrow is September 23rd, and that's a very iconic special day for a friend of mine. And I'm doing that for her and also for all of you who love Woodlawn Park as much as I do. In the days when I used to come here all the time, when I was a teenager, this park is right behind Woodlawn High School, where many of my friends went to school. Now, the school is no longer a school, it's a hospice. I'm going to get around to that at some point in this tour. There's a lot more activity over here today than usual. People playing basketball and running around in the field, but I did want to give you a quick look up the field to where the school was and now is the hospice. This is back around where the playground area is. Most of the original playground equipment is long gone. There's new stuff. Used to be a giant slide here that saw a lot of action. The creek behind me is, for the most part, fenced off, which is sad because when I was a teenager, we used to run up and down these hills and into the creek itself. I stopped here for a second because this is a place where back in the early 70s, right about here, there was a rope swing that we used to come and swing on. It was also the scene of my first kiss at age 15. An epic moment. Quick look back the way that I just came, and up this street here is 13th Street that leads up to Glebe Road. This is another angle that shows the area where the swing was, overlooking the creek, and this is the footbridge. I'm gonna, for my friend's sake, I'm going to read a very brief little passage from one of my poems from my second book that references this. Boys spun from the rope swing to the humid tangle of the creek, skinning shins on roots that twined the banks, slicing feet on rocks and green bottle glass. They let me swing too, though I never let go of the knot, but kept fists clenched as I circled the water, long hair trailing behind in lank streamers. It's a nice shot up the creek. Over here is an exit that takes you out to Buchanan Street. This side of the creek is nice because it doesn't have the fencing. You can get down in the water if you want to. I wanted to give a view of this sewer pipe. There's a lot of action down here when I was a teenager, and I'm going to read one other short section of my poem that deals with this. Boys sat on the sewer pipe, smoking Marlboros and licked tight joints, cutting with old pocket knives into shoulders, then tracing the sudden red to make blue ballpoint cannabis leaf tattoos that I knew would surely poison their blood. Boys dragged a stolen sofa down rocks to the sewer's mouth, shoved it through to where the tunnel budded in a wider bloom they christened theirs. Hidden within it, they drank their father's beers, clutched centerfolds, took turns with girls. The passing children, as I read that, must get a big question mark in their heads about what the heck that was about. turned out to be probably not a very great time to come here because it's hectic. It's about 5:30 p.m. Here's the back of the hospice, which used to be Woodlawn High School, and a passing siren to make things extra lively. And then here's the field behind the school. I'm going to end this here. If you have any interest in seeing the whole poem that I wrote about Woodlawn, I'll put it in one of the comments.